New this evening, a different kind of storm shelter. As you know, most above-ground shelters have to be bolted into the concrete.
Well, a new type is much different, but just as effective, and it's designed to keep people safe out in the oil field, along pipelines, and on other job sites.
As it sits right now, it weighs less than 40,000 pounds.
This crew-safe Red Dog mobile storm shelter is being shown off to members of the American Association of Drilling Engineers in Tulsa. Most above-ground shelters are marketed toward homeowners. This one is much different.
So these are for things like the oil industry, nuclear power plants. We've got pipelines, compressor stations.
Retired engineer Oscar Scott, also the compliance officer for the National Storm Shelter Association, came up with the design and the niche.
Companies that are really interested in protecting their employees who are in remote regions, high risk for short durations of time.
Industrial customers rent the 30-person shelters. They can easily be loaded and unloaded in less than half an hour to a regular truck trailer and moved from site to site.
When they're ready to move that rig, this will move at the same time the rig moves so that their people are always protected.
Here's another way it's unique. The crew-safe shelter isn't bolted into concrete. The rolled Roman arch design and open-ended columns in the middle are a key to its effectiveness.
So what happens is that this becomes like a giant suction cup, if you will, and it is pushed down to the ground, both with positive pressure on the outside and negative pressure underneath it.
Scott says basically the faster the wind blows, the harder the shelter is pushed toward the ground. A seal keeps wind from getting underneath.
This is the area in which the vacuum is formed.
Scott says the shelter can handle winds of 350 miles per hour, providing peace of mind for folks out on the job.
This one will take a 500-pound piece of drill stem in the side, or it'll take a 23,000-pound Peterbilt into the side, and the people inside would be able to survive it.
That kind of shelter has been out since January. Right now, several oil companies are using them in Kansas and Texas.